Hello everyone, I Zainab Tinwala from Arihant College of Arts, Commerce and Science Camp Pune, lecturer of Organization of Commerce and Management, welcome you to my study channel. In today's video, I am going to explain you the third principle, that is mental revolution, and fourth principle, cooperation not individualism, of F.W. Taylor. So, the third principle of F.W. Taylor is mental revolution. The explanation about this principle is there should be a change of mental attitude of workers and management towards each other. Taylor called it mental revolution. When this mental revolution takes place, workers and management turn their attention towards increasing profit. They do not quarrel about the distribution of profits. There should be a spirit of togetherness between workers and management. So, according to this principle, that there should be a change in mental attitudes of workers and management towards each other. That is, there should be a cooperation between the workers and management. They should remove the feeling of suspicions from their minds. The workers have to adapt the thinking of systematic thinking of the management, and the management have to think of not exploiting the workers but to help them, to guide them while doing the work. So usually what does the management feel? That the workers are not doing their work properly, or they are not up to date in their knowledge, and that's why they should not be paid well. On the other hand, the workers feel that they are overburdened with the work and they are exploited by the management. So, in order to have a good cooperation between the management and the workers, their mentality has to be changed towards each other. They have to respect each other, and then only they can work properly in a management and gain the goals and achieve the goals of the organization. So Henry Fayol said that there should be positive thinking between the management and the workers, so that they remove the stress and they can work in a group, in a team, and achieve success. Next principle of Henry Fayol is cooperation, not individualism. As the word says, cooperation means acting jointly or a union towards achieving the same result. So, according to this principle, they say that we have to work in a team to achieve a goal. We have to cooperate with each other. Not individualism means you should not work individually. You should not think of your own benefit and disrespect others, but instead we have to work as a team and achieve the goal of the organization. So, according to this principle, scientific management is based on cooperation between management and workers, as also between workers themselves. Management can earn higher profits if the workers perform their jobs efficiently and thus ensure better quality, lower cost, and larger scales. Workers, on their part, can earn higher wages if the management provides them with standard material, standard tools, standardized working conditions, training in standard methods, etc. Cooperation, not individualism. This principle is an extension of principle of harmony, not discord, and lays stress on mutual cooperation between workers and the management. Cooperation, mutual confidence, sense of goodwill should prevail among both managers as well as workers. So, from this principle, we can say that whatever we studied in the second principle, that was harmony, not discord. So, in order to maintain harmony in an organization, there has to be cooperation between the managers and the workers. Like, and according to this, When there is a coordination among the management and workers, they will have a mutual confidence and understanding for each other. They will work properly. Like if you take an example in a class, if a teacher gives some project work or some they have to work on a skit or something, and if she discusses with the students and welcomes the ideas which are given by the students, whether to work on it, on the ideas of the students is on the other side, but if she welcomes the ideas of the students, then the students will open up, will be free, and will be friendly with her. So there will be a good bonding between the teacher and the students. Otherwise what happens usually in the class, just the teachers keeps on giving commands and the students have to just follow the commands. So students are also not interested in doing all kind of these things. They feel burdened and they neglect the work, they don't follow the orders, and all negative things happen. So in order to have a good relationship with the students and teachers, the teacher has to listen to the students, and when the she likes ideas of any student, she has to appreciate the ideas, she has to give reward to the students. In in case of an organization also, when the manager and the workers are working on a particular project, the manager has to welcome the ideas from the workers or his employees and appreciate the ideas. Like if they are giving good suggestions, they either they are working on the suggestions or no, still they have to welcome all their ideas and then appreciate them, give them rewards, so that next time also they will work properly. They will come be as a unit, as a team, and then try to achieve success in an organization. So now coming to the conclusion, we can say that according to the principle of mental revolution, change of mental attitude of the workers and management towards each other. So they have to change their attitude towards each other, they have to respect each other. This change in attitude will bring cooperation between them, and this will help in positive thinking and try to achieve the goal of an organization. Then next, according to the principles of cooperation, not individualism, that means there has the work should be done in cooperation and with mutual confidence. Means the workers and the managers have to work together and they should build confidence between them, so that there should not be any conflicts, not uh, they should not discourage anyone, they should always welcome each other, they should have formal talks with each other, so that there is a good atmosphere, a healthy atmosphere is built between them. So this all things help to achieve success, not the personal success but the success of an organization. So employees and management should cooperate with each other. So thank you very much. See you all in the next video, where I'll be explaining you all the fifth and the sixth principle of F.W. Taylor. Till then, take care. Thank you.